Shout out to Valera Boxing. You guys keep doing it, and we'll keep making our Filipino people proud.
Yes.
Hello, this is Jimmy Lennon Jr. and a big shout out to my friends at Valera Boxing. It's showtime.
Valera Boxing, idol, shout out.
On Thursday, April 21, Joel Diaz Jr. will face Mercito, No Mercy Gesta of the Philippines by way of Orange County, California in the lightweight division as a headline of Golden Boy promotion show at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino in Indio, California, broadcasting live on DAZN. Magandang araw mga kaibigan, nasa Pilipinas. I'm Chris from Valera Boxing, and I'm joined by Carlo. Tonight, we have Mercito, No Mercy Gesta joining us to discuss his fight with Joel Diaz Jr. Mercito, kumusta? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. Great. And I want to thank you guys for having me. And training-wise, I'm doing good. I'm doing great.
So we understand you have a new addition to your family on the way. So congratulations with that.
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I keep hearing this, word that, it's about being dad. It's a different feeling. I understood, but you can never understand until like you being a dad. Oh wow, there's just a feeling. It's just because my wife and I've been trying for a while too. So we got blessed. And
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Our compadre Phil, who usually joins us in these things, he and his wife just had a baby about 2 weeks ago. So he sends his regards. So you guys, you never know. Maybe you guys one day will meet up and have a play date. Who knows? But he sends his regards. So and good luck to you also from Phil.
All right, cool.
So awesome. if you follow Mercito, you'll know that he's sponsored by Adidas, and a few months back, he was kind enough to introduce us to an Adidas product. If you haven't checked out our unboxing and review of the Adidas Tilt 350 Pro training gloves, check it out. It was a lot of fun. So Mercito, thank you for that. Let's talk about your upcoming fight. You've had a good career, 34 years old, deep resume, but you've been inactive for 2 years. So why now? And did COVID have something to do with that inactivity?
Some of it, COVID did something about it, but I think that was 2021. I did have a scheduled fight, if I'm not mistaken. I think 2021, and then I was getting ready for the fight, and then I went to the venue, and since COVID, you cannot order anything or can get anything outside, and we got stuck in our room, and my wife ordered something that I tried it, and it just got me sick. I got food poison. So I need to, health is, most important. So I need to back up the fight, and I need to, cancel it because, of course, like I said, health is more important. So that's what happened. And after that, a lot of fights got postponed. But you know what? I love the sport. And even though I don't have a fight or scheduled fight, I still train. I go wild card and spar. So I keep myself busy and in shape.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've seen those videos, numerous videos, whatever, on YouTube, and we've seen you in wildcard. So still getting in work and still doing what you need to do to get in shape. So we usually like to focus on a fighter's most recent fight, but you had a couple of chances at a world title, with one being probably the biggest name on your resume against Jorge Linares. And I saw that fight. That was really entertaining. And you had him. You did
Oh, thank you.
You really did. And I thought a lot of those openings and opportunities in that fight were swaying in your favor. So in your mind or your opinion, what happened against Linares?
You know, I feel like I did good. I feel like, you know, I I really tried my best. But looking back on the fight, watching the tape, now I feel like I could do more. I feel like I can do more pressure. I guess, you know, too much of thinking about styles and how to avoid. And sometimes you just gotta let go. You just gotta like, all right, I'm in shape. I gotta let go. So I think that's the only thing that kind of I need more for that fight.
Sure.
But all in all, you know, I had a good experience. That was a good fight, and you know, he got the win, and I respect that. So I move on and continue.
Yeah,
Nice.
And that's boxing. And just one more thing about that fight. So like I said, it was really entertaining, but it was also deep water. And went the full 12, and you look good in those championship rounds, right? I mean, again, so like you said, you're
strong.
training, right? You looked real strong, and I think that bodes well. I mean, that wasn't wasn't too long ago, and it bodes well for. I know you're 34 years old, and it's up to you what you want to do with the rest of your career and how you continue. But like you said, I mean, I think you're in tremendous shape, and that was good evidence of you having great conditioning. But moving on to this fight on the 21st, and let's speak about your style a bit. You're a southpaw like many Filipinos. You're bouncy, you're light on your feet. Again, a lot of the conditioning has a lot to do with that. You're a good combination puncher. What advantages do you think you have over Joel Diaz Jr.?
No, I think you just said it. You just mentioned that the speed, I mean, the bouncing, the combination. I think that's the key for me to win that fight. I've seen, I've worked with Joel Diaz before too, a couple of rounds sparring, but that was a while ago. Of course, he's more experienced right now and veteran. But I think that's the key, to be quicker, faster. He can hit, but I'm tested. I can take a hit.
Yeah.
Although I have a knockout on my resume that I got knocked out, but there's a lot of things going on there. I didn't even feel hurt, but the cutting weight part is the bad part. Like I'm just drained, but anything, but I feel like I'm tough enough with my chin. Linares gave me that good straight.
Yeah.
I took it.
Took it, man. And you're like, come on,
Yeah. Lomachenko even went down that straight, when Linares hit him with that straight. So, I feel great. And with this fight, I've been training for a while. I've been, it's not like I stop. I keep myself in shape. So I feel good. I feel great. And the speed, like I said, that would probably be the key for this fight.
Mercito, I remember when we started, just chatting on the Instagram, and you were just training and getting yourself conditioned, and before you found out you had a fight date. Actually, when you found out that you had a fight date, what did you start doing to condition your body? When it was like, okay, I have a fight date now. What did you start? How did you start moving, and what activities did you start doing to prepare?
Yes. So pretty much, since I've been keeping myself in shape, I just add more with the sparring. I just keep instead of me sparring like once a week, I try to continue maybe like 3 times a week already, and then until I get so closer to the fight, because I know that I'm already in shape. Of course, I need to add more miles for my run. So with the running, I don't often usually run as much when off season because I want to save my knee. And there's a lot. I've seen a lot of fighters. I've seen a lot of boxing mate that even there's no scheduled fight, the crazy running. So if I can switch, I sometimes I switch it to biking, like road bike, to make sure that my knees are okay. Like I'm in a stage right now that, I'm wiser, and
Gotcha.
instead of train, I know you train hard, but you gotta train smart too. Gotta treat your body, like you need to make sure your body lasts longer.
Gotcha.
Especially, we're not getting younger. I'm not getting younger, but I still feel good, even though I feel like great. I still need to make adjustment because I want to stay longer in the sport. I love the sport, and who knows, when do I hang the gloves? But I still feel good. I still feel great. So
no, that's a long time from now.
yeah. And I hope I get my dad's genes because my dad is almost 60 and I'm still working with him, like sparring with him, and he's still strong, so
and quick.
And quick. So that's what I've been doing.
Okay. Now, when you started sparring, are these sparring partners set up like arranged, or it's handpicked, or when you go in there, you'll spar who's closest to your weight class? How's that work with the pro level?
So with us, pretty much, before the opponents, or even when it's still farther, I spar over there in wild card, whoever feels like available to spar, and of course, kind of like the level that I am, because you can't spar with someone that's real lower. It won't do good, and he might get injured. So that's what I've been doing. I've been sparring with bigger fighters, bigger than me, like 2-3 weights division up, 2-3 weights up division. So, I was good because I'm not cutting weight yet. So and then when the time gets closer to fight, of course, that's when you switch to more likely your opponent's style.
Got it.
Yeah. So make sure that you guys are you know who you're fighting, and so your style kind of adapt to that style. Yeah.
Now, at this point of your career, do you feel like there's still certain skills or strategies that you have that you need to work on or want to work on? I know you have a lot of fights already, but do you feel like there's still other things that I still need improvement in this, so I'm going to work on this? So
you know what? Yeah. Yes. Styles never stop. It keeps improving.
Gotcha.
And also you need to adjust too, because every opponent you can have, they're different. They're not all the same. This guy might be the same because there's only a few southpaws and a lot of orthodox, but they're not the same.
Gotcha.
So you always need to have that adjustment. You always need to have that, a little tweak so it can work to your opponent next. So, but even though I'm in this stage that I'm a veteran already, I've been in this boxing for a while, there's still a lot of style that when I look that might work. Okay, I'm gonna add that. If my opponent does this, then that's the style I'm gonna get. You need to always have the adjustment, because if you only have one style, you just keep going, all punches. Like, it's easy to read. Your opponent can read you. You need to be a little different sometimes.
Now, obviously, in this, you have a long career and still going. How much influence did your dad have on your career? And is he going to be a part of your team on this fight?
Yeah, ever since the beginning, he's always the one. He's always part of it, and then the influence. The reason why I'm in this sport is because of him. Really,
nice.
I want him to be proud. I want him to know that that I can I can do this.
Yeah.
You know, growing up in the Philippines, you know, we're so tight as a family, and you know, I can see in him that, you know, he's really trying hard. I start with him, and so, you know, he's always there, you know, as my dad, as my trainer. It might be not the main, because, you know, of course he's working, but you know, whenever every time I fight, I always dedicate it to him. And now that I have a wife and my baby, so I dedicate to them too. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a different feeling. It just makes me feel more like, you know, like, I can't say, like, it's hard to explain, but it's
Blessed.
the feeling that I have. Yeah. So it gives me more energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and what's your, I mean, obviously the goal is to be world champion, right? Who would you like to fight? You know, to earn that ultimate goal. Like, yes, I'm a world champion. You know, obviously it's going to be the best. But if you had the choice at one point down the line, like, that's the guy. That's the ultimate goal, the glory, the feeling. That's who I want to take down. Who would you say?
Right off the bat, like, I want to say Camboso. Yeah.
So,
that guy. I saw him where he fight is good, but I feel like I have what it takes to beat him.
nice. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen it. Like I said, I mean, style makes fight, and I saw the way he fights, and I'm like, he got the belts right now, and I'm like, I like that fight. I like the fight. So
now that you said it, Cambosos, did you guys see each other during when he was training at Wildcard with Manny? Did you happen to be there at the same time around those years when he was in Wildcard?
I saw him. Yes, I saw him before. He was training with Justin Fortune that time, and we even want to spar with him, and they don't want it. I guess they want something else. I don't know, but I want to spar with him. That time he's not world champion yet. You know, he's, because I look at him. Okay, he's in my weight. I want to spar with him, but that didn't happen. And now I saw him beat forgot who he beat.
Teofimo Lopez. We were actually there.
Yes.
It was at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
We were there, and that was quite an event. That was an entertaining fight.
Yes. So I'm like, ooh, I like that fight.
Were you wild card when Devin Haney was there not too long ago, a couple days ago?
I wasn't there, but I saw Devin Haney there before he came. He sparred. We sparred the same guy one time, but I haven't had a chance to spar with him. Also, that fight, I would like that fight too. That Devin Haney fight.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're all in the same class, you know.
Yeah,
a lot of fighters.
Same class
there. A lot of fighters, a lot of good fighters. 135, 140. You know. So, you know, whatever happens and whatever fights are lined up for you, you know, we're here to support you, and we're gonna continue to. And you know, we appreciate this so much of your time and your manager Neil.
Yes.
Thank you very much. He's been very good to me, communicating with me. I tell him thank you, and Neil, thank you very much. All right. We appreciate you.
Yes.
So
yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, thank you. And again, thank you for having me to your show and to this interview. And I really appreciate it, and keep going. And hopefully there's more Filipinos, you know, coming out and represent Philippines. I know there's a lot of good fighters. They just need to have a good
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hopefully you end up here in the East Coast one of these days, you know, hopefully Atlantic City or Madison Square Garden, you know, or, you know, somewhere in the East. That would be great. But, you know, we'll see.
Mercito, you have a prediction for the 21st against Joel Diaz Jr.?
I don't usually do prediction, but
okay.
All I can say is, you know, I'm in great shape. I'm in good shape. If he's in good shape, it's gonna be and it's gonna be a great fight. It's gonna be a good fight. Yes.
I think so too. That's gonna be a great card. So thank you again, Mercito. Maraming salamat. Thursday, April 21st, live on DAZN from Indio, California. Joel Diaz Jr. and Mercito, No Mercy Gesta. Mercito, again, thank you. Best of luck. Stay healthy. And hopefully you have your hand raised on the 21st. Best to you and your family. And say what's up to Coach Marvin for us. Tell him we said hello.
Okay. Sige, salamat. Salamat sa inyo.